I will now ask for Ms. Nellie Washington to come forward for the Quality of Work Life Office presentation.
Good morning. Good morning. So I've made hundreds and hundreds of speeches and presentations over 10 years, and this is hard. So bear with me. Paul would always say, when I get nervous, he would say, now you speak openly and honestly, be yourself, and act like, he would say, you know. You need to sit down? He would tell me,
George is going to hit his head on the...
yeah, the safety person of all people. The legacy, we got to respect the legacy, right? Okay. He would tell me, you're the smartest person in the room. Nobody else knows what you know about the topic. So just speak. And with that, this is still tough. So if I fall apart, just give me a few seconds, okay? Whenever I struggle with hard stuff, I always journal. And, I'll write a letter. I'll say, dear God, or, dear best friend, or dear whoever. And it sort of helps me put my emotional thoughts together on paper. So I did that. I wrote you a letter. Okay. Dear Paul, wow, where do I start? There have been so many beginnings over the course of nearly 12 years. It's almost too difficult to pick one moment in time. It would be easy for me to be in this space and speak on your accolades, accomplishments, milestones, the wellness programs, and the other programs that we've done together that have impacted our agency. But I think you know me, and most people know me in this room. I'm not going to have that dry conversation. I'll leave that to others. Your record speaks for itself. I just want to talk to you. I've rehearsed this day for years and wondered how the hell am I going to do it without you here? 3 months ago, my clock started. That wasn't a good day. And like I do when you pull me in the office and you told me, I get upset and I fall inward and I'm just quiet. I go home and I reflect and I pray. I knew then, even though it was hard for me, that it was what you deserved. I knew when you retired, it would be a time where you knew I was ready, your team was ready, and more importantly, your family was ready. So even with my heart being so heavy, I knew it was time. 3 months quickly went to 2, and then to 1, and now this day. It's almost surreal. The past few weeks, I find myself trying to remember all the lessons and all the talks and all the advice and all the guidance. We've been on this ride for over 11 years, and with all of the twists and turns. Funny thing is, my life is a quintessential poster board of seasons. The highs, the lows, the goods, the bad, the pain to peace. I remember when I first started at DISA, I was a new wife, and LJ was 5 weeks old. I had been laid off work because I was having pregnancy challenges, and new husband, new home, depending on 2 incomes, and now unemployed and having to be on bed rest, me of all people, on bed rest, wheelchairs and nurses to come and check on me. And got my son here at 34 weeks and had 5 weeks with him when I got a call from my contracting agency, said, we have this new gig for you at DISA. So I said, let's go. Put my kid in daycare, and I said, we gotta go make this money, get back on track. He calls me a hustler, right? Even with all of that, that was a tough time for my family. I thought at that point that was the lowest time for me personally. But little did I know that that low would lead me to meeting a lifelong friend, you. I've watched you closely over the years. I've watched you present your gifts to others around you. I've watched you take the time to think about the things that you do and say and how they affect everyone. I watch you rarely rush to anger, even if it's me pissing you off. Always working to keep your team on course with your vision. You always try to do the right thing. You always try to do the right thing. You always think about the other person before yourself. You've always had our backs. You've always had mine. I remember when I first met you at Courthouse Road, and I was so nervous because I was like, I really got to impress this guy because I need this job. I need this job. I shook your hand for the first time. You introduced yourself at Paul L. Berry, and I was like, okay, all right, this is a good vibe I'm feeling. I was nervous and scared and uncertain. All those butterfly feelings, you name it, I felt it. Right out the gate, you let me be me. You believed in me when few knew my name. You pushed me to the forefront of intense briefings with Mr. Pinkoski, and I'm just this lonely, 7'9". I'm like, why am I here? And you forced me to perform. You got me out of my comfort zone. You knew what you had planned. You knew what your vision was. You knew before we did. You knew before I did. You allowed me to paint my vision on my own canvas, trusting that my passion for the work and our love for positively impacting others would pave the way. And it did 10 years later. You would always say, Nellie or Nell, don't let others define you. Write your own script. I heard you every time. Even when you thought I wasn't listening, I was listening. I heard you. I always tell my sons the most expensive thing in life is time. You can't get it back. As much as this hurts, I can't go back and get all those good times. So many good times. I can't get it back. I'm sure I will learn in time to use them as blankets, knowing that you're just a phone call away when I need you. I guess I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being there. You've been so much more to me than a boss. You've been my support and my advocate and my advisor, my spiritual counselor. Thank you for always keeping your word. Thank you for the weekly morning text to make sure I remember the 9 a.m. meeting that I was usually late for. Thank you for trusting me. Thank you for allowing me to be creative and write my own vision and holding me accountable to it. Thank you for the belly-aching laughter and the quiet battles that you fought for me that I knew nothing about. Thank you for allowing me to grow through my mistakes. Thanks for the trip that you made to the hospital when Jada was 5 weeks old to visit me and to check on him. And when my kids are on site, making sure that Jada and LJ's shoes were always tied when they were running up and down the halls of the common. Thank you for picking Jada up on your shoulders so that he can hear opening ceremony remarks because he was too short during Kid Day last week. Thank you for seeing the exhaustion in my eyes sometimes that I don't like to see and knowing when I needed to take some time with my family. Thank you for the shoulder you gave during a really tough divorce and the prayers at 8 a.m. in your office when I couldn't find the words to get through the day. Thank you for helping me match LJ's suit his belt suit with his shoes for his interview at school. He appreciated that. He looked very dapper. Thank you for the support during my life's transitions and calling just to see if I was okay. Thanks for caring about my sons and allowing me to be a mother first without the guilt. Thank you for allowing me to draw inner strength through prayer and through pain. Most importantly, thank you. Thank you for your prayers for my family, for my sons. Thank you for your prayers when I'm scared and when I'm happy. Thank you for helping me learn to trust in God's course with faithfulness and perseverance. I pray every day that God keeps you well, that He keeps your family, Patrice, PJ, Paul Jr., and Shauna. I pray that you guys know how proud your dad is of you. And although I'm just meeting you for the first time, I feel like I've known you for years because he shares you all with us and with me. Mrs. Berry, I pray you finally get to enjoy the next chapter with your husband. This is my first time meeting you, but like the kids, I feel a closeness to you through him. You two have set the stage as an example for what love is supposed to be like and what marriage is supposed to be like. And through you all's union, you've taught me what I want for myself and what I want for my sons. Paul, from my heart's bottom, you will always be my friend and my work pop. I wish you all things good. I pray you will always be close and my sons will always have you in their lives. I pray you find peace and content with the lacks of your life, that you finally get up, not at 4 o'clock to rush in here, but get up and enjoy slow days, mowing the lawn and walking the dog, and taking out the trash, because I know Mrs. Berry has a honey-do list waiting for you. I pray that you enjoy the first feelings of euphoria when you get to hold your 2 new grandchildren, en route, Ryan and Patrice, in the coming months. And that you continue to reach through your ministry and through the community to touch people, because that's your gift. I know that our distance season is over, but our bond is unbreakable. I know I'll talk to you openly and honestly whenever I need to reach out. You know that we love you, and I pray that God covers you and your family with love, peace, and lots of laughter. In 11 years of this ride with you, I hope I've made you proud. Sincerely, Nell Bell. Deuces.
We now have a short presentation.
Keys, garage opener,
AV, we have no audio.
passport, jacket,
Okay.
shades. Happy traveling.
Happy reading.
Happy cooking.
Happy napping. Happy housework.
Less tension, some pension. Happy retirement.
Muñeco.
Action. All we're missing is Baby Nakrie and you. Aren't you excited to read books?
Grandpa reading time. G-pop reading time.
I'm Mr. Berry. I just want to thank you for something. I thank you for helping my mom get a job, supporting her, being there for her when something's hard, helping her make good money, and stay safe while you retire. Thank you. Hi, Mr. Mary. My name is Rita, and thank you for helping my mom get a job. Thank you for always being there for her. Thank you for when she needs help, you help her. And thank you for
You gonna invite him to the games, to the basketball games?
and I have a game on Saturday. You can come.
Say happy retirement.
Happy retirement.
Say bye.
Bye.
Adios, adios. I will see you tomorrow. Adios, adios. Goodbye to you. Goodbye. Bye bye. Bye bye. I just wanted to congratulate you on your retirement. I just wanted to congratulate you on your retirement. I can't wait to see you again and spend your free time on and spend your free time with me. I love you. Bye.
Mr. Berry, can you please come forward along with the entire quality of work life team, past and present? I'm gonna keep it short. I'm not gonna be Nelly. Mr. Berry, if you look back over this long line of people, you'll see a lot of faces. You, come on. You'll see a lot of faces that have come in and out of our doors. It's just gonna be funny to see these 4 faces not together anymore. But because we love you and your DISA family loves you, on behalf of your DISA family, we would like to present you with the DISA photo that has been signed and framed for you.